What's up, guys? Welcome back. Another test drive up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee. This is a 1986 Chevrolet Monte Carlo SS. Got the 305 under the hood, power steering, power brakes. Looks like AC compressor's hooked up. We'll be trying all that stuff out throughout the ride. That's pretty cool there where we drove it over. It may work. Pretty nice paint scheme on this one. I feel like this is going to be a good test drive. Dual exhaust out the back. Nice interior. You know, we got detailed pictures on all of our rides. Financing and shipping is available. You could get pre-approved with our company. And then when a car comes in that you love, which we get about 10 to 15 cars a week, you can go ahead and jump on it. Some of the cars do sell before I can update. Just like this one, if I make the video, you know, a few hours go by, I've already built it and put it online and waiting for the release on Monday, somebody could walk in and buy it. Every week that's like that, but like I said, there's 10 to 15 cars going on every week, so we'll always have a bunch going on still. Be sure to hit subscribe, share this video, and you know what time it is. Let's go for a ride. Okay, so looking around at the interior here. Place your bets on the horn. Do you think it works? Let's show you the mileage, showing 93,000 miles. And the dash on this one is nice. Little spot in the seat there. Also here. Looking in the back. Package tray and headliner. All pretty clean. Let's go ahead and start it up. Yeah, it starts up that easy. See the tach is coming up on the dash. We've got fuel, so we don't have to stop and get any of that. We'll go ahead and hit the AC here and see if it works. Radio's jamming. Little spot in the carpet there. It feels moderately cool. We'll keep it on, keep testing it. Wipers do work on this one. Tilt column, and do you think the horn works? Let's go ahead and try it out. Wow, that thing's loud. Yeah, it works good. Let's hit the road, see how she runs and drives. See if I can tuck this behind the seatbelt there. This is the first time that I've driven this ride. Here's our reverse, neutral, and drive. Let's roll out of here. This one seems really nice. Finally, we didn't have to wait. Here we go. Coming on down the road here. Looks like our speedometer is coming up. Going pretty straight down the road. If anything, just a small to the right. I don't know, it's smoothing out, going pretty straight. Tight steering. Go ahead and get in our brakes. These brakes feel great. They're smooth, not bouncing or anything. Getting in that throttle. Got her to the floor here. So you can be cruising. I mean, these cars come out, they weren't super fast anyways. Everybody modded them up and made them fast. But this one feels like a nice cruiser. Go ahead and pull up into the gas station here. So as I'm reading my gauges, it looks like our oil pressure gauge is a little bit on the low side here. I don't know if it's reading correct or not, but it is on the low side, so we're looking at about 20 pounds of oil pressure. Engine temperature is good, right at 200, 180, 200. It's hard to tell. These are a little bit more of a dummy style gauge. All right, well, we don't need gas, but I need to run in here real quick. And then after this, we're gonna get some undercarriage shots, some outside footage, and have a little fun. Be sure to look in the description. I'll be back. Good deal. We're gonna go ahead and head back to the lot. That gauge on the oil pressure is on the low side. I just don't know how accurate it actually is. All the other gauges are reading out pretty good, so it could be. When I rev it up, it gets to about 20, and at idle, it's about 10 to 5 on the oil pressure. Of course, we are idled down. That was at 500 there. We had a very low idle on this one, and I was trying to adjust the idle up, but my screwdriver wasn't long and skinny enough. So I have to get one when we get back to the lot. I like to have them around 700. This one was pretty dang low on the idle, so a bump up is not going to hurt this car at all. It does sound decent with it all low down like that, but that's probably why somebody set it there. They like the sound. There we go. And this car is incredibly smooth driving down the road here. Suspension's nice. It drives easy. But you can see all the good. Starting to cool off out here. I think fall's in the air. That's all right, because the last couple of weeks was 100 degrees. I'm okay with it cooling off a little bit. Hey, they're going slow enough we can go. That'll work. Nice and quiet going down the road here. Bump coming up in the road, we hit the highest spot. Like nothing, like butter. Well, the biggest issue I've seen on this car throughout this test drive is the oil pressure gauge. Want to make sure that's working right, otherwise it is going to have low oil pressure on this one. And picking out the flaws, there were some chips and scratches, so that's definitely the other issue. Cosmetics. Seen a couple little spots in the seats, and I've seen a bunch of chips and scratches. Be sure to stick around for the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Later. right, let's walk this ride here. Any kind of chip, scratches, rust, dents that I find, you'll know about it. I'm gonna start up here in the front. So what we can do here, little cracks in the paint down here at the bottom. You come across the front, you can see little spider webs there as well. Scratches in this front. The decals up here, a little faded, little scuffs by the headlights. Up here in the corner, you got a big spot. I guess they bumped into something. Cracks. This side's got some chips too. Coming down the side, little scuff. Mark there. And over your fender. You got some chips. Little chips up here exposing the metal, which causes a little surface rust. You see it down here as well. There's a spot right there, a little ding. Some chips in the back. Up and over. Decals are peeling. Also back here. Chips in the back here. Paint job is not perfect. Touch up mark. There's a fly there. Touch up mark. Cracks in the decals. Mark on the mirror there. Scuff. Chip here. Marks there on your pillar. Front windshield looks pretty good. Little track there is cracked. Weather stripping, it's older but it's still soft, so it can be left alone. Touch up mark here by the window. Back window looks good, trim looks good. Little spot here. Get up over the roof. Looks good. Coming up to the back bumper. Got some little chips in the paint back here. A little scuff on the side. Chips up top. Looking around in the jams, which are nice and shiny, really. Down in your trunk. Nice. She's pretty clean in here. Look at top. Yeah. Package tray solid. Well, I'm trying to put it back so I don't leave a big mess. I tend to do that. All right. Let's go ahead and shut this down. Little chips around the edges that have been touched up. Wings got some chips too. Across your trunk. Touch-up mark here in the middle. Spot here. It's got some chips in the middle here. Back window looks pretty good. This other side, since we're already up here. A stain in the paint. A spot there. Got a little dirt on the back here, I guess, being under these trees and stuff. Touch-up marks on the side. Touch-up marks in the back here. See the tears in the graphics. And down this lower portion, chips. Little rust popping up at the bottom of the door there. Spots there on top. Which again, I'll show this again from the back there. Got a mark on top of the roof here. Down your pillar. Your front windshield, little chip right there. See if I can get it to pop up. Like a flat spot right here. Guys, made it around the outside. Let's go ahead and open her up and check out that interior. Door panel on this one. Okay, she's pretty clean. Typically the top of that's usually faded, and that looks good. Little cracks there on the side, little chips at the bottom of the door. Little chips there, chips in the corner here. Little burn marks in the seats. And down here at the bottom, fairly clean. Behind the driver's seat. A smudge there. You slightly hear that buzzer. Headliner looks awesome in this one. Couple spots in the seats there. Go ahead and start it up. Now look at that. The gauge is up here. When you rev it, you can see the oil pressure gauge moving around, but it is on the low side for sure. Of course, the idle is super low on this one, I noticed. How low that idle's getting, it's like 500. Okay. Well, I need to just touch the idle up. Let's see if I can do that with my screwdriver, if I have one in here. I did have one. Sweet. It's like super low. Motor is quiet. I'll have to take the air cleaner off to do it. I'll probably do it before we leave here. Just a touch. So I noticed when I was driving, the AC compressor started to cut off and on. I do believe it's low. So I went ahead and cut it off so it's not turning it off and on like crazy. But I'd get a little burst of cold air and then it'd go back. Then it'd be a little burst. I was like, what's going on here? I realized it was the compressor kicking off and on. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and I'll probably shut the hood first before I do it, and I'll idle it up at the end here. For the drive home. Touch up mark. Chip, touch up mark. Touch up marks. I just put the wrong color paint on here. Try to get the same color when you do a touch ups. Make it stand out more. This sap from trees is all over them. Guys, I appreciate you watching. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, share this video. Detailed pictures, finance, and shipping at maplemotors.com. I'll see you in the next video. Be sure to look in the description if you need to pick up some merchandise. Just got some new shirts in.